Poems on which to ponder. The Calf Path by Sam Walter Foss. One day, through the primeval wood, a calf walked home, as good calves should, but made a trail all bent askew, a crooked trail, as all calves do. Since then many 100 years have fled, and I infer, well, the calf is dead. But still he left behind his trail, and therein hangs my moral tale. The trail was taken up next day by a lone dog that passed that way, and then a wide bellwether sheep pursued the trail o'er vale and steep, and drew his flock behind him too, as good bellwethers always do. And from that day, o'er hill and glade, through those old woods, a path was made. And many men wound in and out, and dodged and turned and bent about, and uttered words of righteous wrath, because 'twas such a crooked path. But still they followed, do not laugh, the first migration of that calf, and through the winding woods they stalked, because he wobbled when he walked. This forest path became a lane, that bent and turned again. This crooked lane became a road, which many a poor horse with his load toiled on beneath the burning sun, and travelled some 3 miles in one. And thus 1.5 centuries they trod the footsteps of that calf. The years passed on in swiftness fleet, the road became a village street, and this, before men were aware, a city's crowded thoroughfare. And soon the central street was this of a renowned metropolis, and men 2.5 centuries trod the footsteps of that calf. For this such reverence is lest. For this such reverence is lent to well-established precedent, for men are prone to go in blind along the calf paths of the mind, and work away from sun to do what other men have done. They follow in the beaten track, and out and in and forth and back, and still their devious course pursue, to keep the paths that others do. They keep the path, a sacred groove, along which all their lives they move. But how the wise old wood gods laugh, who saw that first primeval calf. Since then, 300 years have fled. The law of the land. Now this is the law of the land, son, as old and as true as the hills. And the farmer that keeps it may prosper, but the farmer that breaks it, it kills. Unlike the law of man, son, this law, it never runs slack. What you take from the land for your own, son, well, you've damn well got to put back. Now we, of the old generation, took land on the cheap and made good. We stocked, we burnt, and we reaped, son. We took whatever we could. But erosion came creeping slowly, then hastened on with a rush. Our bluegrass went to glory, and we don't relish wiregrass much. The good old days, well, they're gone, son. When those slopes were white with lambs, now the lambs lie thin and starved, son, and the silt has choked our dams. Did I say that those days were past, son? Well, for me they're as good as gone. But to you they will come again, son, when the job I set you is done. I have paid for this farm, and fenced it. I have robbed it. And now I unmask. You've got to put it back, son, and yours is the harder task. Stock all your paddocks wisely. Rotate them all you can. Block all the loose storm water and spread 'em out like a fan. Tramp all your straw to compost and feed it to the soil. Contour your lands where they need it. There's virtue in sweat and toil. We really don't own the land, son. We hold it and pass away. The land belongs to the nation till the dawn of Judgment Day. Now the nation holds you worthy, and you'll see if you're straight and just that to rob the soil you hold, son, is forsaking a nation's trust. Don't ask of your farm a fortune. True pride ranks higher than gold. To farm is a way of living. Learn it before you grow old. Now this is the law of the land, son. To take out, you've got to put back. And you'll find that your life was full, son, when it's time to shoulder your pack. Taken from the Stella Lander newspaper, South Africa. Author unknown. The Learning Curve. I walk down the street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in. I am lost. I am helpless. But it isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I pretend I don't see it. I fall in again. I can't believe I am in the same place, but it isn't my fault. It still takes a long time to get out. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it there. I still fall in. It's a habit, but my eyes are open. I know where I am. It is my fault. I get out immediately. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I walk around it. I walk down another street. That was The Learning Curve. Author unknown. Euthanasia. Today I nearly killed a woman. Once she was a child roaming free with wind-blown hair and strong, sturdy limbs, learning new life skills and giving warm kisses, days filled with laughter, nights filled with dreams. Today I nearly killed a woman. Once she was a young girl skipping and dancing, lithe, supple body, smooth, creamy skin, her future to be filled with anticipation, nights filled with passion, days with romance. Today I nearly killed a woman. Once she was a lover filled with desire, unspoken yearnings, needs to fulfill, touching and kissing, loving and living, nights full of fervour and sensual needs. Today I nearly killed a woman. Once she was a mother, heavy with duties, busy with chores, mind full of doubts, caring for children, worrying, chiding, days full of working, nights full of care. Today I nearly killed a woman. Now she is aged, with a past, but no future. Body all aching, limbs struggling for strength, skin like parchment, wrinkled and careworn, nights full of terror, days full of pain. Today I saved a woman. Did I love her too much or too little? That was Euthanasia by Leah Lynn.